All right, good morning, everyone. We are live trading NQ right now on my platform accounts. So I live trade every single day on gold and NQ. The goal of the stream is to fully document the process of scaling on a prop firm with discipline, following the same strategy every day. So if you miss the stream, you'll have the timestamps below, so you can watch a replay on YouTube and follow along using the timestamps in the description. And each timestamp is put inside an interactive trading journal with each trade, with the amount of ticks, win or lose. It's linked in bio as well, so you can follow every trade I take on live, taken this year day by day, with, as I said, the number of points, ticks, and the trading view screenshot. So if you're here live or watching the replay, you can review every trading session we do live, and you get to see the results from the NQ live trading sessions. All right, so let's get started. We may get a trade very soon at the close of this 5 minutes. So let me open, before I do the analysis, let me open everything so we are ready to take the trade. So I'm opening Hypertext currently. All right. What's up, Saver? How are you? Okay, so we'll have this thing open. We're gonna add our iPredicts account. We're gonna use a different tab for this. Oh, it's gonna be right there. iPredicts, we'll use a separate way of doing things. Okay. We're gonna get ready, guys. I'll do the analysis like after we take this trade. But basically there's an overextension. Same thing on the hourly here, on the 4 hour. Now we're starting to see a reversal pattern, and since 1 a.m. we're building a bearish trend. So we're already getting our ADX above 25. This confirmation is good enough for me. So we're gonna risk 100. That's 190. Gonna risk 200 points at the top. Right at this level, we're taking our entry. Gotta hurry up and calculate risk here. Oh, it's gotta be on MNQ. Okay. We're gonna under risk today for 5 units. Okay, 5 units right there. Gotta go for 10. Okay, so there it is. Let's take the trade here. It's going to be 5 MNQ. Same thing on trade of 8. Alright, there it is. We're in. Let's see where we put the stop losses exactly. It was, okay, so we did get a nice entry here. To be quite honest, I like this entry. Stop loss is at 2630.5. That's like very under risked. Alright, so I'll extend TP just a bit because you got a nice entry. We're gonna do 73.5 here. Just to get that $150 on each 50K account. Need 3.5. I need a bit less on trade of 8. Okay, so I'm gonna need, yeah, 175. Okay. This is where my old order will be. It's gonna be 0.37 R. Gonna place a buy limit here. So there it is on trade of 8. Okay, so we rebroke the very micro eyes here. We struggled to flip. We open the next candle. I expect to just drive down. This is most likely what's going to happen. But I mean, we'll see. That's very good positioning for us. We got that extra risk to reward today, which is fine. So same thing on the 15-minute. We came up, struggled to flip. And since we're under risking, we may be able to add a position on trade of 8. On eval, we're not going to do it. We're going to leave 5 on the live accounts. On Apex, we're going to do it. We can add one position to risk 500 eventually. I'm gonna get ready to do so. We're about to close a 5-minute here. Gonna have to be very careful. Okay, so we're still doing fine. Like ADX isn't moving to the, I mean, DI plus isn't moving to the upside. That's still the start of a downtrend. And what we can expect is to re-break the lows here once more before eventually going up or going down. So either way, I still expect the market to go down. We're stuck inside this small range, but the intraday is showing the possibility of starting a downtrend or needing liquidity, breaking that level below before eventually coming up for the New York session. Okay, so we're still 3 minutes. There's still 3 minutes until the close of the 15. It really struggled to flip here. So we may be stuck inside this position. But we had a nice advantage entering here, almost flipping there. So it's fine. There's still a high probability of just going down to our TP very fast. And if we end up getting stuck in the position, it was worth holding it. So that's just my opinion on the position right now. Not that it really matters for my strategy, just how I see it based on experience. And there's no reason for me to put break even, manage, or anything. The only thing I could do is bring TP a bit up because I'm going for more risk to reward today than usual. So that's the only thing that changed, is that my risk to reward is at like 0.37 instead of 0.3. Um, I'm taking the gamble here in a way that I want my $150 per 50K account. For 420, I usually risk about 500. And if we come up here, re-break the eyes on this candle, I'll add one single micro to all my live Tradeovate accounts. But the trade is going pretty good. Okay, so 1 minute left. A few seconds left, actually. Thank you, Erkel Riz. Have a nice day. Right there it is. We're starting to get a push here. I can tell. We closed the 15 bullish, but it was still aggressive on the downside. The 5 minute is bearish. Let's see what kind of drive we can get here. There's still no bottom wick on the 15. All right, there it is. Market's being very, very passive at this level, which is surprising. Diligent said you're psychic. Go triple the position. You can do it yourself. Triple my position on your trading accounts. You go for it, man. Big stop loss, yes sir. Negative RR. or just hanging out in slight profit, which is kind of annoying. I was expecting the market to be very aggressive around that zone, hunting those lows below. You just fake out at this level, take out the stops in the market below here. So this is what I'm expecting still. Market's very price action is being very passive currently, but it can switch up at any moment. Just hunt down the lows. There's a slight possibility we take out the highs before going down, but I doubt it. There's like 5% chance of this happening after this price action is being built, but still never know. Okay, the only thing I'm gonna change here is I'm gonna bring up my take profit on hypertext just to match what I got on trade of 8, which is 25. Like my best entry is a bit above on all my accounts. So I'm gonna do a bit less on hypertext, which is fine. Um, but on my live accounts, I'm up I'm up 230 currently. I need 300 on each. Okay, I was reading two accounts at a time. I'm up 120. I need 150 on each account. Okay, so this is the current master account. So I copy traded this one across everything. Shit. Yeah, we hit 0.3 RR currently. We did hit it. We didn't take profit here. So it could be a good decision. It could be a bad decision. I don't know yet. But we're going for it. We are going for it. 0.37 RR instead of 0.3, just to get a good amount. We risk less on the trade, so I'm willing to go for it. Willing to do it. And the only reason I'm doing it is I got a better entry on the spike up initially. It was on the previous 15-minute candle. We got it on the spike up instead of like just a bit below. So 0.37 RR today. If we end up reversing from almost hitting TP here, which is like $150 on each account, except on hypertext, I have a bad entry, okay? So on my live funded copy trading accounts, it's up there maybe to get 150. If we end up reversing all the way up to this level, I'll add a position. So my risk becomes 500. So let's see on the master account though how much we are risking on each. I don't even know. It's basically $400. I'm willing to risk 500 per trade and price action looks pretty good, so it's worth it. I'm under risking to make the same amount of money as usual. Price action's being very annoying currently. It's very rare that we see NQ price action looking like this since the beginning of the year. Bro, the trends have been leaving way too fast. I missed so many entries that I would have won just by a few pips, a few ticks. It just leaves. For example, I want to get into buys here just below this level. It's just gonna keep leaving, especially at like 4 to 5 a.m. I'd miss so many trades earlier in the year. We're on our last trading week of January. I probably missed like 4 to 5 trades. 4 to 5 W trades just by a few pips. It wouldn't come back, but now it's being very, very passive for some reason. at this time of the day, it would just re-break lows on the previous days. It's not a concern. It's just annoying because I did go for that extra RR under risk currently. So if I did over risk, I'd be out of the trade with my profit in my pockets. Just a decision that I took earlier, and now I'm still okay with it. You always have to be okay with under risking. Okay, we're gonna open a new 15-minute. Twice we failed to go to the downside. First one was a rebreak of the previous highs on the 15. We flipped for half a second, then we closed bullish a few minutes later. Now it's kind of the opposite, where we drove down, struggled to break those lows here. We just remain inside that 1 minute range under 2600. Ashmed, good afternoon. It's very early in the morning for me. So good afternoon to you. But it's currently 4:45 a.m. where I'm from. I'm just getting up early to trade that London session, and goddamn, the price action is annoying compared to earlier weeks. What prop firm you trading on? This is Hypertix. So this is it, and I have a bunch of Apex trader funding accounts. But I recommend Hypertix for the one reason that it's end of day drawdown just like Top Step, but it's twice as cheap. Twice as cheap. So you can get 50k accounts for like I think with my code Trive currently, my code Trade Trive, it's currently like $50 with no activation fees. All right, new 15 open here. Price action being more aggressive is just like a 1 minute candle printing top and bottom wick. Maybe a sign of volume that's coming in. Prices being pushed down. Prices being pushed down below 2600. Um, I am kind of worried, but not enough to for it to be me cutting my trade, potentially not following my plan. What I'm evaluating currently is that price is being pushed below this level, which could be accumulation to come up. There's just no reason for me yet to actually evaluate this of being high probability of re-breaking highs, but there is a possibility of price being pushed down just to accumulate orders, and basically institution closing their short positions in a few minutes here just to drive price back up. All right. So I do see a possibility that we tap this level before coming down. Prices being pushed down here. Short positions may be closed from institution manipulating price up to come back down. So I do see a possibility. And on my live accounts, live funded accounts, I got a bidder entry on average here, just a bit above, so I'm risking 400 instead of 500. I'm willing to risk 500 on each account. So if it does come up to this level, what I'm gonna do is just open an extra micro, so we're gonna be at 6 position on each account. Okay. We just opened a new 5 minute. We're starting to drive down. The 15 is flipping bearish, but price actions being very annoying, being very slow. So there's not much to analyze other than the fact that price is being pushed down here. It's being pushed down and it's struggling to get a buyer. So the most likely, like the better outcome for me, we'll call it that, is just to grab liquidity down before coming up, as I would be out of the market, and that's more than likely to happen. So I'm still evaluating the trade at like 90%. Okay. All right, the market wants to do something here. You can see this candle moving a lot more than the previous ones. It's going in my direction currently. Almost tapped my level. We were one pip away, man, on each 50K account. So I'm getting 150 on most live funded. On Hypertext, I'm getting a bit less. I entered just a bit late on Hypertext. All right, there it is. So that's full TP on my trade of 8, 150 on each. And then on Hypertext, I got a bit less profit, which is fine. I under risk by a lot, so I gain only 126 on each account. W, and it's driving up. So I just needed that slight rebreak of the lows here below this level. That was enough for me. The trend is not strong enough for me to put my stops way above there. I just put it 10 ticks above, and it could be below this low, which is probably going to happen. It's just more odds stacked into my favor, like better odds stacking into my favor, I'd say. So rather than targeting them, I'm just implying the fact that this is high probability, and these lows just above there is even higher probability. Okay. And we did on the risk. We got a better risk to reward. Let me not forget to close every single order. I don't want to take those buys up there. That was my stop loss. So it was a small stop loss, a small downtrend to play with. So you can see that the uptrend is way bigger, right? Way bigger of an uptrend. 750 ticks. Now on the intraday, you can see the 4-hour printing a top wick, driving down, retesting about half of the move. Retesting about half of the move there, just before 50%. So I'd say like the 3820 level is when a trend is getting stronger. So you're not coming back to that level. The main retest was right there on the initial small move, 7860. We didn't take out the 8860, 113, which is sign of an LT trend with deep retracements. Now on the second leg, we're probably getting at 3820, targeting those extension levels before New York session. If you're trading the New York session, I'd wait for an alignment of the uptrend and downtrend, which will probably be right there. Okay, so if we evaluate for swing positions, it'd probably would have to see reactions on either this level here or this level above. I think personally, if I did trade swings, which I'm not doing, I'd wait for a level here, wait to reintegrate this zone, and then target a rebreak of the highs. So if you're trading New York session and you want to go for swings, this would be a likely scenario for me. You can get some nice risk to reward as well. This would be like your final stop loss. If you start to invalidate and reintegrate the zone, you could even cut your stop here at like 5 RR. But we're getting my main scenario here where we're rebreaking the lows before New York session. And we're getting past my TP. So the idea was correct today, and we're gonna journal the trade. We're gonna journal that right now in the interactive trading journal. So basically every day what I do is take my trade, put it inside there with the stream link. I almost stream every single one of my trades. This one was a bit late. It was at 7 a.m. I couldn't stream. So I just put the trading view link, and you're gonna get it in the monthly broker statement. Of course, you're gonna be able to track every single trade. And yeah, today we got it on stream, so I'll add it with the timestamp. You can click and watch every single trade here and match it with my monthly broker statement, of course. So let's journal that. So today we did 60 points, 60 ticks on each account. Let me just switch. $60 on each account, 5 units on each, exactly 0.3%. We took the trade at 416, so that would be the 415 candle. I did forget to place a timer here on January 14. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. That was on the 23rd, January 14. Okay. So here I took it on 640. Okay, so the stream timestamp, we're gonna put it later. I obviously gotta render the stream on YouTube. We're gonna do the trading view screenshot. For full screen right now, we're gonna come back to portrait. So I'm just taking my screenshot. There it is. Okay. So that's my trade for the day. We're gonna screenshot it. So if we recap where we are up 4.7K on 500,000 of funded capital. We're up 0.94%, risking 1% per trade. The only trade I lost, I over risked, like on accident. Not on accident, I just, like, I was in between under risking or over risking. I evaluate it as higher probability. So instead of putting, for example, 20 units, I put 30 in, which is fine. It was a big stop loss, so I had no choice to either under risk by a lot or over risk. I just went with 3 units, which isn't that bad, and the risk of slippage was not as big. So I'm not gonna over risk on 50 units position because the risk of slippage is way higher. Okay, so I under risk today, got 0.37 risk to reward instead of my usual 0.3. We didn't get a lot of trades in January, which is crazy. We got only 8 trades. 8 trades for me is a very small volume, but I got rewarded with being patient. So so we got 7 wins and 1 loss only, which is pretty good. I'm happy with the month. We're gonna see how we ended. It's not over quite yet. We still got 1, 2, 3 trading days, so potentially 3 more trades. We'll see if the market conditions can be kind to my strategy. I need my slight retest, okay? So I do miss a lot of trades. If I don't get my retest on the downtrend here, if I don't get that and it keeps going down, I'm just not getting my trades. And this is what happened the whole month of January. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube. Find me on Instagram. I'm posting every single live trade I take. So make sure you guys like the stream first of all. Like the YouTube stream. Really helps me grow. on YouTube, as I just started on there. Um, and subscribe everywhere, man. IG, TikTok, YouTube. I'm posting every single live trade I take. So you guys can follow my progress. I'm even doing CFDs. I posted this video 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago, man. I was up posting this video, got up on the London session early in the morning, taking that W with you guys, alright? Ashmed, see you later, man. Thanks for tuning in to the stream today. You stayed there for a while, bro. You stayed, I think we were almost, it was like 30 minutes ago. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Alright, but see ya, everyone. I'm gonna end the stream. But it was a nice W today. I'll go get some, like an extra, I can get an extra 1 hour of sleep. Right now it's 5 a.m. Traded from 4 to 5 a.m. I'm done for the day, which is pretty nice, but I'm gonna get some extra sleep. All right. All right. See you, everyone. Make sure y'all check out the IG. Check out Hypertix with my code TradeTrive. Best prop firm in the game. All right. So if you're still there, you want to join me on the next stream, trade with me. That's the best you can get. All right, 50K challenge, end of day drawdown.